Okay, so welcome back to my reading of Protect What Is Yours from Nightmare for Before Tarot. Crows are at it again. I did not realize that my phone stopped recording the last message, but we had stopped at, I was still talking and going through this, but we had stopped at this card, settling for less than what you deserve, not believing in yourself. But this is also settling in relationships. It could be with friends or anything else. Trying to do this before the wind starts blowing, because whatever it is, it does not want this message to come out, and not my type. It's like the gift or what you're being asked to do right now is not the type of thing that you would normally do, so you're refusing to do it, which is stopping you from fully receiving that gift. It also, even though I told myself I did not want to read about love, I just wanted to do self-care and self-help, but this also pertains to love. And the gift that is being given is like divine love, so you need to let go of whoever it is or whatever it is. And I keep saying cheating because that keeps coming to mind, but I don't know, maybe somebody's getting cheated on, like for real, because it keeps coming up, or someone's being dishonest, or you just know it's time to go. You're cheating yourself out of something that's real. That could be it too. But the gift is being given, and they're asking you to walk away from that with the bridge also. I guess I'm glad that it stopped recording because the message was different. To walk away from this and into the light, into your happiness. And this person is going to make you really happy, but in order for you to be truly happy, you have to be happy with yourself first. Because everybody else is just an extension of that happiness. Like, they're not there to make you happy. Those are your expectations placed upon another. And you need to do this work, which you're avoiding to do. And some of it's abandonment wounds, like being afraid to be by yourself, or being afraid to be left, or somebody cheating on you, so you keep people at a distance. And they're asking you to let that go and trust, because this person that they're sending you in is sent from God, the universe. They are your counterpart, your soulmate, and they're not here to hurt you. They're not going to cheat on you. They're not going to bring your worst fears to light, dark to light. This is a divine gift. And as I was going, it also said holding on. So you're holding on to the expectation that shit's about to happen or go down. But the gift from the divine is never going to be that. Gifts from the dark will always be that. It'll always be fights, arguments, turmoil, anxiety, depression. But this is not. This is going to be nice. This is going to be light. I think that's why I was getting yelled at by the birds too. And here comes the tractor guy again, because, hold on, I'm not even going to pause this. This is just my day. So we're not even going to pause the video because it's just chaotic around here, and I want you guys to hear how chaotic it is right now. But this is exactly why things are happening. They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to know that there is light on the other side of the bridge, light on the other side of the rainbow. They don't want you to go. They want to stay stuck to you, and you are not meant to stay stuck to them. That contract is over, which is completion also, and the closing of old cycles and opening of new. This one, fire, action. Like, this is gonna feel good. This is gonna inspire you, and I don't know, it's just going to be like the best thing ever. You're going to feel inspired. You're going to feel inspired to do better for yourself if you aren't already, because you let go of what wasn't serving you anymore. Who, what, when, where, whatever it is, you let it go. Your addictions, you let it go. Because some people, we're only tied to certain people or situations by our addictions. Again, mine was alcohol, which turned into depression, and it turned into trauma bonds with people, connecting with people on the lower chakras. My fear of abandonment and being cheated on, and I was cheated on, and I was given that gift, so maybe I'm reading it for myself too, but I was given that gift of knowing that he did it, even though he tried to act like he didn't. But I also tried to put that knowing aside, because I felt like that was the best I could do, but it wasn't. But they're telling you that you could do better, and that's in anything. That's like with yourself too. So when you let go of this and you walk into this, going within, fixing the things that are broken, because I mean, some things are broken, but I don't think people are completely broken. I think we just avoid fixing the flaws that we have. And not all flaws are like, oh my god, this person's a terrible person. It's just things that happen to you in life that you just held on to instead of accepting and letting it go and like learning from it. So they're asking you to learn from your mistakes as well, because as I kept going, the cards that came out were work with the moon, which is, and these are my own handwritten cards, work with the moon is you working with that darkness. It's you working with the things that you hide from others and accepting that those things are what make you beautiful and they make you unique. I'm not going to stop talking, Crow. And then I take my time and no longer rush. Divine timing works in my favor, which is allowing this to grow. Allowing this to grow. It's in you're in the incubator right now. They're keeping you warm and safe. Sorry. And then also I keep my heart open during the pain. I know it's only for me to expand and love more. So that heartbreak is for your best good. It's for your highest and greatest good. So if you are being called to leave someone, and I don't like saying this because it's not my place, but I guess it keeps stressing this, or leave somebody behind. Don't, like if you have an ex coming back trying to talk you into it, no. You say no. Because you're being tested too. They're trying to see if you are going to continue settling for shit that you don't deserve and don't want. But the answer is no right now for a lot of these things that you want to do, and don't rush. I mean, like, don't automatically decide that, hey, I listened to Alex in this reading and she said I had to break up with you, so you break up with them. That's not my fault. That's on you, because I'm just telling you what I'm getting and what I'm hearing. But ultimately, it is up to you to decide. So take that time in the still and the quiet to figure out if that's the right path for you and why you should stay too. You didn't have to write down pros and cons. But then this one is a big one. I forgive myself and others for things that I feel have wronged me. I know it was for my growth and my greatest good. And when I say things that I feel have wronged me, it could be like somebody saying something that triggered you and you felt it was wrong, but why did it trigger you? Because usually triggers are things that we know, but we don't want to deal with. One of them was a friend taking time for themselves after they opened up a can of worms, and I got mad because now I had so many other questions, but they really needed to take care of themselves. And then I had to sit there and self-reflect, like, why was I mad at them for leaving? And like, yeah, they were valid to me, but also I knew and understood why they were doing it, but I was still letting my own feelings cloud my judgment with that. I ended up apologizing about a week or two later because I was being selfish, and that was on me. And that is what I mean by the things that I feel have wronged me. And people don't always cheat on you because like the next person is better. They cheat on you because they don't feel worthy of you. So they do whatever they can, consciously or subconsciously, to sabotage it to get you to leave them, because that's what they want. They're afraid of love. They're afraid of having somebody that, actually likes them, because they don't like themselves, or they don't love themselves. It's a reflection of them, not you. But also that is a sign that it is time for you to leave. And if you're the one doing the cheating also, this is the time for you to go within and figure out what it is within yourself that you don't like, that you have to keep self-sabotaging everything. And then this one, stop comparing yourself to others. You're whole in your unique way. You're a 10 out of 10, okay? And this is why we settle, because we don't feel that we are complete. We don't feel like we're good enough. So we settle for the things that don't serve us, or we settle for the things that are given to us because we feel like that's what we deserve. But no, that is not what we deserve. If you ask for a 4-bedroom house and with 3 bathrooms, and you got a 1-bedroom house, 1, you better be grateful that you got anything. But 2, like, no, don't listen to that. That's a dumb example, because I know where that was going, but I'm not going to say. Either way, stop expecting the things that you don't want. I guess a good example is you've been saving your money up to buy a car, and you finally have the amount of money that you needed to buy this exact car, and you go up to the dealership. You're about to buy the car, and the salesman's trying to sell you some used jalopy Ford Focus or some bullshit that is not what you were working for, but you accept it because they lie and say that that's all your money is going to be able to buy. Don't buy it. And then take 10 minutes to self-reflect before going to sleep. That goes with the meditation and stillness. Reflect on how you're feeling that day, what happened that day, how it made you feel, how this person made you feel, why you said what you said, why you felt like you needed to say what you say, whatever it is, so that you can process it and let it go, because it's holding you back. And sometimes holding on is just you holding on to those old residual feelings. It could be you holding on to the feelings you had for an ex, and they're trying to come back, so they're going to try and play on those old feelings because they're holding on to you too. They don't want you to go. They don't want you to go with this new person, but you got to let them go. And then find some daily affirmations that motivate and excite you. That is for you to build up your confidence, because you are fucking wonderful. So this is for you to help build up your self-confidence. And then liar, liar, pants on fire. That's either them or you, or both of you. Like them, because they're always going to keep trying to play on your soft spot. And if you close up that soft spot and you are nothing but fucking iron fist, then there's nothing that they could play onto. You know? Like, I know a few people try to come back to me playing on my abandonment wound, but you know what? It's not there anymore. And if it is, it's very minimal. Very minimal, because like I'm still working on myself, but I am okay being by myself. I actually enjoy my own company. So you can't play that same, well, manipulative bullshit that you did. You know, well, if you don't do this, then I'm gonna walk away, and you're here to do this and do that, because I felt like that's all I could get. So like you telling me, you know, that if I didn't do this, you're gonna leave. I was stupid enough to fall for it. But you know what? I was lying to myself, because I was worth so much more, but they were just trying to bring me down to their level because they didn't feel good about themselves. But then liar, liar, pants on fire is you're lying to your damn self, thinking that you deserve this bullshit. You're lying to yourself, thinking that you can't do better, like you can't get anything that you want. It's all bullshit. It's all lies. And that's all from the dark side. And that's why you need to take this time to reflect. Because you could be lying to yourself, thinking you're not good enough or smart enough to start your own business. You're not good enough or smart enough to change careers, you know, whatever it is. It doesn't just have to do with other people, but you are. And then once you do that, shit's gonna light up. That path is gonna get even brighter. It's gonna be burning your eyes. It's gonna be so bright. But then also, this is a sign to light shit up, okay? Fire. Set that old bullshit on fire. I mean, not literally, because if you do that, then you're nuts. But don't do that. But set that shit on fire. Burn those cords. Burn those attachments. Burn the shit that they gave you if you have to. Burn that bridge. Don't go backwards. We do not go backwards. Okay? Light it up. That bridge. Fireworks. Blow that shit up. Because once you do, life is going to be great. It's going to be like 4th of July, the fireworks of 4th of July. And this is going to be that love too, that divine love that comes in if you allow it to come in. Stop blocking it. Take the time to work on yourself and see your own self-worth, okay? Love those flaws. Love that mole on your eyebrow or whatever it is, because somebody else already loves that about you, and that might be their favorite feature of you. Love your big booty. Love your big thighs. Love your stretch marks. We all have them. But somebody else is going to love that on you, so why can't you love that yourself? And then popcorn. Sit down and watch. It's like Netflix and chill, but there is no chill. Like that kind of chill. It's like you're watching that movie. Like I said in another video, you're the star of the show. Watch your work. Watch what happens when you say no to this bullshit, because you're going to be tested. They're going to see if you are going to fall back into that stuff if you haven't already. And if you have been tested and you have said no, then this is where you already are. This is where you are. Good juju. Hold on. You're in your receiving area. That means that's something else. But some of you guys are gonna have some mind-blowing sex, you know? But You're in your era to receive right now because you said no to this. So you said no, you dropped that bucket of bullshit, that bag of dog shit, you dropped it, and you moved on. So this is where you're going. Something better. And it's gonna be so fucking wonderful. Like, you're gonna just feel like constant fireworks inside. You're just gonna be amazed at everything that you see. All because of that. Some of it is just some little light ass bullshit too that we're just still holding on. Like forgiveness. You know, I still struggle every once in a while with forgiving my mom with the way that I was raised, but then I have to remember that she was a parent just as long as I was her kid, and she did the best that she felt that she could, and she did the best that she could, and I can't hold that against her. And I'm still slowly working through that. And then, you know, with the whole being cheated on thing, like, it took me a minute to get through that and to get used to it. But I was also used to that happening because I was always choosing the wrong people and attaching myself to the wrong people when all I really needed was myself as my own friend at that time. So that's all it is. But I mean, like, these cards, what's blocking you in relationships, I don't read these as just relationship cards. I feel like these have more meanings than just what's blocking you from this person, because like I said, I didn't want to do love readings or anything, but this has to do with love. And whoever it is that you're left or in the process of leaving does not want you to leave, and they do not want this message to get out. So that's why I keep having all these distractions. And I was just gonna give up on it and try and post another video, but I said, fuck it, I'm gonna keep working through the distractions just so you know that you're not gonna stop me. This is a divine connection. You are protected by your ancestors, by your archangels, especially Archangel Michael right now, and I know he comes up in a lot of readings, but you are heavily protected. And then also helping with like emotional burdens and pains and releasing those things, you should work with Archangel Raphael. The Emerald Flame meditations. You could also work with the the violet flames for transmutation and like clearing some of that karma. Those will help. I listen to like love frequencies. I think it's like 432 megahertz. I listen to 111 megahertz frequencies, like divine connection. I'm hearing like, what is it saying? Basically, forgive for you know not what you do. So forgive yourself for not knowing any better. And now that you do know better, like, forgive yourself for not knowing any better. And if you do know better, forgive yourself for not feeling confident enough to take that action to leave that crap behind. Declutter. Leave that crap behind. Get it out of your space, get it out of your house, get it out of your mind. Ooh, and then look in the mirror and call yourself a sexy beast and mean it. Say it with your chest. You sexy beast. Thanks for listening.